A very good morning to all the students of class 7. My name is Prerna and I'm your English teacher. And today from your English book Skyline, we are going to be reading a poem. Here we go. So this is chapter number 13 also of your book, and as I told you that the name of the poem is The Daffodils. And who's written this poem? This poem is written by a very famous poet called William Wordsworth. So let us start reading the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So, in the first stanza of the poem, the poet is comparing himself to a cloud. He's saying just the way a cloud moves up in the sky, all sometimes it seems that it is just moving all by itself. Just like that, I am all alone right now. I'm just moving around, and he's saying just like that cloud which floats above the over vales and hills. Vales here refers to valleys. And then he says that while I was going all alone, what did I see? All at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Host means host here is referring to a crowd, a huge number of daffodils. So the poet is saying that while I was just taking a walk around the beach, I saw a huge number of daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So he's saying that this is so it seemed to me that the daffodils were dancing, continuous as the stars that shine. So, to the poet, the daffodils appeared huge in number, in fact, uncountable, just like the stars in the sky, and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never ending line along the margin of the bay. Bay is basically the inward area of sea where the land curves. So he's saying that along with that edge of the bay, I saw these daffodils which were thousands and thousands in number. He says 10,000 saw I at a glance. So he's saying just once only when I had a look, I could see that these are 10,000 or maybe more than that, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So see, this is what a daffodil flower looks like. So he's saying that it seemed that these daffodils were dancing in the sun, and they were really enjoying themselves. Sprightly dance, sprightly means happy, very lively. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. So he's saying that even the waves seemed to be dancing, but more than the waves, what was attracting me were the daffodils, which appeared very bright, very shiny. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So he's saying that looking at these daffodils, any poet would become happy. Jocund company means very happy, very full of life. And saying that I continuously looked at those daffodils and I thought that wow, nature has shown me such a wonderful scene. What wealth the show to me had brought means he's saying that I saw such a wonderful piece of nature. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So oft means often. So he's saying quite often when I'm lying on my couch and I'm in a thoughtful mood, I'm in a pensive mood, and I'm sitting all alone, the image of those daffodils, those beautiful daffodils, they just their image just flashes in front of my eye, and just imagining those daffodils again, my heart is filled with a lot of happiness. So look at the poet. The poet really enjoys looking every aspect of nature, and he keep the memories of whatever he's seen in the nature are there with him, which he has expressed in this poem. Another thing that we can see in this poem is, remember we discussed poetic devices in the poem Road Not Taken. So in the very first line, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Which poetic device is this? As a cloud. This is a simile. The poetic device used here is a simile. You can look for alliteration. You can look maybe for personification, and there is personification also in this poem. Try and look for those poetic devices. I hope all of you enjoyed reading this poem. Thank you so much.